Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I recently got asked by one of my viewers to do a video on how to find your signature scent, and there are so many ways to do this. So I'm going to share a few of the most popular suggestions from the experts with you for all genders, whether you're looking for a feminine, masculine or unisex signature scent. I'm also going to try and make it a bit different to a lot of the other videos out there. So if you've already watched a few of these, you get a few new ideas. Now I have so many perfumes, but what I class as a signature scent is the one that makes me feel the most confident and the one others associate with me. It's the one I tend to gravitate to and put on more than all of the rest. And honestly, it's really hard as I do try so many, as I'm always trying to review more for you. And I worry I'm missing out on the unknown because sometimes I smell someone, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. And it makes me want to try new things. However, I always end up seeming to go back to my signature perfumes. So Impressa is my spring summer signature scent. It's very feminine, floral and elegant. I also love that you can customize the covers and the charms on them. And then Chanel is my winter signature scent. It just always reminds me of my mum, as she also wears it. So it just feels like home, as well as making me feel more confident. Now, finding your signature fragrance should be fun, as it's a bit like fashion. It's really a way to express yourself without words, make you feel a certain way, and a way for people to remember you. So when trying to figure out your signature fragrance, there are a few options. So the first one I would suggest is really easy, quick and fun. You can take a fragrance finder quiz online. Now, lots of fragrant brands offer this, like Molton Brown, Penhaligon's, Maison Margiela, and Jo Malone. I'm sure there's a lot more that offer it too. And the idea is that you answer lots of questions about yourself in short questionnaires that normally take about 2 to 5 minutes. They're not time consuming. And then their smart system selects the scents they think are most suited to you. It's not 100% accurate, but it's fun and it's a really good starting place. I will say to ignore reviews though, as we all tend to like different fragrances and react to them differently, as we all have different body chemistry, and you're the one who has to wear it. So I really don't take a lot of notice of reviews when they say a perfume's good or bad. You can say you like or don't like it, which is what I tend to do in my reviews, but I try and explain the notes so you can find something that works for you. One thing that's really important is to go shopping in the right mood, as it's really hard to find something that should make you feel confident and keep you in a good mood if you're already in a bad mood. Because yes, perfumes are a mood booster, but they're not a miracle potion, and you don't want to associate what might be a beautiful new fragrance that you might have otherwise loved just because you're in a bad mood when you first smelled it. Because we do tend to associate smells with a time and place, and they're very emotive. That's why I really like Chanel perfumes, because they always remind me of home. Now, one of the best ways to shop for your signature fragrance is by fragrance notes. So it's time to play investigator. So if you're not sure what your favorite notes are and your likes and dislikes, I definitely suggest going into something like a major department store or even a specialist perfume place or Sephora and starting to try a lot of different scents with a sales assistant, because they should be able to help you identify the notes you like by the perfumes you like, as well as your dislikes. And that way you can start to narrow down your search. So when I went to Penhaligon's in Covent Garden last year, the first 2 questions they asked me when I visited them, I really wanted to find my signature scent there just because it's a more unusual brand, especially here in the US. So 1 was what my favorite perfumes are right now, and 2, what fragrance notes I like, which is how I ended up with Impressa. If you don't want to go to a store or you can't get to a store, there are about 7 main key fragrance notes to think about that most of us are familiar with. Yes, there's lots more, but these kind of 7 are a really good base starting point, and they are vanilla, coconut, rose, citrus, white flower, wood, and fruit. That way you can start narrowing down your search by the notes you already know and the price point you're comfortable with. Another thing you might want to do that's really fun is to blend a couple of fragrances to create something unique to you that incorporates all of the notes you like, whether that's doing a couple of major brand perfumes or going to a store that will blend the perfumes for you. One other major consideration that often gets overlooked when looking for your signature fragrance is the price point. Definitely make sure you're paying what you're comfortable paying. Don't splurge if you don't want to on your perfume, because it's not going to make you feel good wearing your signature scent if you spent more than you wanted to. You're always going to resent that smell. You can also ask for samples at most places to be able to try them and see how they change on your skin over time. The amount of times in the past where I sprayed something but like, oh, I love that, and then within an hour it's changed and I just don't like it. So I'm always sharing the latest sales and exclusive discount codes in my free newsletter. If you want to subscribe to that below, don't worry, I'm not going to spam you. They only go out when I have something new to share once or twice a month. So if there's a perfume sale going on or a new discount code, it will be in that. One of the major things that often gets overlooked when looking for signature scents is to consider when you'll wear it. Is it a daytime or a nighttime scent you're looking for? Or is it even one you can wear for both? Because that will really come into play on the intensity of your perfume. The same goes for seasons, which is why I have a lighter, more feminine, fresh style for summer and a spicier, richer, more seductive perfume for winter. The other thing to be careful with when shopping for your signature scent is not to go off the first impression when you spray it. You need to give it at least 30 minutes, if not an hour, to adjust to your skin's heat and chemistry, because perfumes tend to smell different from person to person. You also want to make sure you're spraying it on you and not on your clothes, so you can really understand how the fragrance works with your unique body chemistry. So you might have smelled a perfume on someone else and be like, oh, I love that, I need to try that, or I need to get it, and then you put it on you and it's just not the same. So definitely don't go off the first impression. The other thing I think is the most important when it comes to choosing your signature scent is how does it make you feel? Because you can check all of the fragrance notes boxes you like and still not feel an attachment to the perfume. To me, there are some perfumes I like, they just don't feel like me. Because perfumes are emotive to me and a form of self-expression, so I want them to make me feel a certain way or remind me of a certain memory or have significance to me. It's a bit like finding the perfect outfit. I want my perfume to make me feel confident, express who I am or how I'm feeling, not just to smell good. Your signature scent should be the one you want to keep reaching for out of your fragrance collection. It should be the one where nothing's left and everything else is full. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to instinct, experimenting, and seeing what makes you feel the happiest and most self-assured when you're wearing this fragrance. It should really complement your style and how you want to feel. Also, don't feel limited to just one. Like I said, I have two, a lighter one for the day and summer, and then a more sensual, intense one for the winter and nights out. I've linked a couple of the signature scent quizzes below, as well as some of my favorite perfumes. I'll warn you now though, perfumes do become addictive. I nearly bought more Penhaligon's perfume as they had a Black Friday sale on when I was going to get the link for their quiz for you. So don't blame me for your perfume addiction. Okay, we are almost wrapped up here. Let me know if there's any perfumes or fragrances that you think I should try. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the join button to become part of my exclusive members-only community.